it's the same feeling that women get when the man pay for everything. She don't really show it for the most part on how good that feels, but it's a good feeling. Someone just like, you know what, baby, I got it tonight. I got it tonight. Like, what? Yeah, I got it tonight. What? You serious? Awesome. Awesomeness. But anyways, if you ain't got enough money, you can't get enough honey. That's just the way it goes. But we entering a strange thing. So a lot of women out here, they got their own money. And for the most part, they still ain't paying for anything. It's a crazy, crazy world. Crazy world. Crazy world. Shorty need to pay for something. If we going out to eat, then we going to bowl a little bit, shoot some pool. Shorty could at least put some gas in the car. She at least could put a 20 spot in there so you can ride around like a champ. You mean to tell me you got to pay for the fuel, you got to pay for the food, and you got to pay for the indoor activities as well? Oh my gosh. You better have it like that. But you want to ask yourself, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Don't let us say or do anything that get on your nerves. You're going to be thinking like, dang, is it really worth it? I got to put up with all of this just to get to the finish line. Oh my gosh. That's a terrible situation. You and her should just probably be associates. But anyways, I'm just venting. I really don't know what I'm talking about. Just talking. Some of this stuff makes sense. Everybody got their own opinion. But always remember this. Everybody's not intelligent. That's just the way it is. You're going to have many people that make dumb decisions. Some of you are going to be your friends. Some are going to be your family. Some are going to be your loved ones. They're going to make dumb decisions over and over and over and over again. So, do me a favor. If you know somebody that's locked up, got a family member or a loved one that's locked up, take their calls, go see them in the penitentiary. Make sure you go see them no matter what. And when you get there and you're speaking to the administration and they ask you why you're here, you let the administration know that you're there to see someone special. You let them know that. You be about your business and make sure you go see that loved one while they locked up. It means a lot. Go see them all the time and make sure you write them. Put some money on their books too. Now, if that loved one or that family member made a bunch of bad decisions and you had to cut them off, don't put any money on their books. Write them letters and go see them. That's about it. That's about it. Check on your folks. Check on your folks. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on inside them prisons. A lot of crazy stuff. It's a different world behind them gates. That's something that I hope and pray that I never have to experience. Having to turn into a whole entire different person. Be subjected to those living conditions. But anyways, caught, you know what I'm saying? You are pathetic if you got caught. Even though you didn't get caught for everything that you did. Even though you didn't get caught for everything that you did. Even though you didn't get caught for everything that you did, you got caught. It be like that from time to time. But I'm going to give you some advice. If you got caught, listen to me now. Listen to me. If you got caught, you don't want to say anything. First of all, you don't want to be resisting arrest. You don't want that little charge up there. That's a little stinger, resisting arrest. That shows that you're non-compliant. You don't want to say anything. You want to reserve your right to remain silent. And if you do say something, say that you want a lawyer right now. And that's it. Any question asked to you, you say, I want a lawyer right now. And then, when you get your lawyer, don't tell your lawyer anything. Nothing. There's no need to tell your lawyer anything, for the most part, about something that may have happened. Especially if nothing was caught on camera. Don't say anything. The only things that can be left behind is circumstantial evidence, fingerprints, DNA, residue, stuff like that. But that stuff can be disproved in many cases. And then all of the stuff and all the charges against you, each one of them have to stick. But if they're disproved, then they will slowly start dropping and fading away. So don't say anything. Remain silent. Say, I want a lawyer now. Get your lawyer. Don't tell your lawyer anything. Ever. About anything that happened. Don't tell your lawyer nothing. They don't need to know anyway, because they need to defend what's against you. They got to do their job. Don't tell them nothing. If you don't like that lawyer, get another one. Then get a motion. Keep fighting it. Especially if it wasn't done on camera. It's hard for someone to prove to 100% that such and such happened. The DA wasn't there. No, the prosecutor wasn't there. The officers wasn't there. There was no cameras. So what, such and such? You know, so what is such and such saying that you did this and that? Hey, it has to be proven. You hold it down. You hold it down and slowly, for the most part, you will limit your charges, limit your cooperation, lawyer up, and if you have to, take the stand. And if there's any question that you're not willing to answer, just say, I'm not willing to answer that question right now. Just say that. You gotta create a wall, because the jury, they don't know. They wasn't there. They just looking at the evidence and the charges, trying to put the pieces to the puzzle. All you need is a few jurors, for the most part, to say that such and such didn't do it without a reasonable doubt. Something like that, for the most part. Listen to me now. Lawyer up. I want a lawyer right now. Try to post bail if you can. Get out of there, study your case. Keep it moving. Oh yeah, and if you are convicted and you really didn't do it, you have a right to appeal. Now, if you got some serious crimes that carry some serious time that you didn't even know about it, you're in a world of trouble. You're in a world of trouble. But you still do the same system. It's the same system for each and everybody. Lawyer up. I want a lawyer right now. Stay solid as a rock. Because many times the authorities just want you to say that you was there or you was associated with such and such. They are not there to help you. But it is a tough situation if you're out here committing serious crimes. In those situations, you're just living your life upside down. So it really don't matter what you do in those situations, but you better lawyer up. Better lawyer up and fight. Fight for your innocence. And be careful. Be careful in some states. Some states have severe laws. Some states have laws that'll take you off the streets for a long time. A very long time. Bad for those committing serious crimes. I do feel bad for them. But they got to learn. They got to learn. They got to learn that the crimes they commit and carry serious prison time. I feel bad for the people out there moving that work. They was moving that work from state to state, and they was like 4 states before getting back, and they got pulled over in a state they don't reside in. They didn't make it back to where they was trying to get to, and now they're gonna be in a different state for well over a decade. That's pretty bad. That's horrible. They got to go on the inside of the unfree world and mingle with many people that they don't even know. That's a pretty bad situation to those people that never made it home. Got locked up in a different state. That is rough. That is real rough. But they should have had a better plan. They should have had a better plan. Seems like I need to get back in the right lane. jail talk and prison talk, but a lot of y'all on the fence. And I want you to save yourself before it's too late. And it also helps people who may commit a crime in the future, or think about doing it, or take a risk. It ain't worth it. It is not worth it. Because when that judge comes down with that hammer, like, boom, guilty, you made that judge mad. Most of the time they'll come down, read out the sentence. Before that, the jury may stand up, read the verdict or whatnot, or they may give it to the judge. He or she will read it, or you may have a case that was pretty much it's going to be judged by the judge only. Those are the kinds you want when you got some money and you can feed the judge. You can make some things happen. Those are the ones you want. You get that judge favoritism, you're going to be good to go. But the courtroom is a very demonic place. They are sending you to the devil's den. Straight out of the devil's shack into the devil's den, the dungeon. Sometimes I wonder about those people in them courtrooms, how they feel about the places they send people. Especially the people that didn't commit violent crimes. Some of those people have to go in there too. The DUI drivers, driving on suspended license several times. Shoplifters, drug addicts, check makers, well, fake check makers. If you break that crime, that charge could carry some prison time if found guilty. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, back to them courtrooms. Try to stay out of them courtrooms.